Hello, friends. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera, I guess. I've just kind of been, keeping my head down, keeping busy, toys, all that stuff. It's partially a vanity thing, too, because it's summer and it's hot and gross outside, and so I've been getting all sweaty and grimy feeling and breaking out in places, as I'm sure you can tell, so that's fun. But first and foremost, I wanted to say we're okay with regards to everything that's happened with Ash. He's not dealing with being miserable and chronically ill anymore. It's sort of a peace of mind thing. We still miss him terribly, but it's okay. We've come to terms with it for the most part. But first, I wanted to sincerely say thank you to everybody for your support. Anyone who sent their condolences or donated to the GoFundMe or just shared the GoFundMe, all of that really did mean a lot to us, and it did make a noticeable difference. So thank you, everybody, for your support in that. It's, not a fun thing to have to go through, but it could have been a lot worse. In terms of more general updates, by now, many of you have probably noticed the new segment that I've started doing, Enhanced Edition. And that is basically just, it gave me a way to cover non-stock figures, because that was a thing where with figure study I wanted to make sure that I was only looking at things as you could get them. So no customs, no repro labels, any of that stuff. But I may have bent the rules once or twice, but for the most part I wanted to keep figure study just, this is me commenting on the figure as it comes out of the box. But because of that, I didn't have an outlet to talk about things like repro labels and custom paint jobs and stuff like that, so that's where Enhanced Edition came in. And it's been really neat seeing that there's actually a pretty decent interest in that kind of stuff, especially the repro label stuff. Like that Power of the Primes, Optimus Prime repro label video, way more views than I expected. I'm also hoping to, in the future, put a little bit of custom work in there. It's still primarily going to be repro labels in the near future, but I do have some figures that I've started doing some custom painting on and figured I'd want to share that as well. For example, if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you might have seen that I've done some customizing on Animated RC. And it's, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything. Most of this is all like customized stuff that Vangelis actually suggested in his Animated RC video, so barely any of it is my idea, but it does make a huge difference, and I love the way this thing looks. I thought Animated RC was cool before, but just a little bit of touching up, a little bit of added color detail here and there, and it makes a huge difference. Likewise, I had a similar issue with the Papa Toys camera figures, where they're good, solid figures. I really, really like them, and the Perfect Effect set is a great set on its own. Having them blown up with some extra engineering stuff is great. But they're kind of lacking in the paint department. There's some paint on there, but they really could have used more, so that's another thing I went in and just started doing some touch-ups, adding a little bit of splashes of color here and there. And again, makes a huge difference, and I do intend on doing Enhanced Edition videos on these various figures in the future. And I'm hoping that it can be somewhat informative as well, because it's not huge involved custom work. I'm not completely changing the figures or anything like that. It's just, here are some areas where if you add a little bit of color, it can make a huge difference. So hopefully that goes over well. Plus it gives me a venue to show off my custom work that's super amateurish and sloppy, so yay! And one final update, I do actually have the repro labels for all of the Power of the Primes Dinobots, which you can kind of see behind me a little bit. I'm holding off on doing a video for them because I want to kind of roll that into the Transform Dreamwave upgrade kit that I do have pre-ordered, but it's supposed to be out last month and it's a month later and it's still not out, so I don't know when I'm going to be getting that, but that's the plan. So it is coming. I will be covering the repro labels for the Power of the Prime Dinobots eventually. And also the Transform Mission Havoc that's a recent acquisition that just kind of happened. I kind of been on a combiner kick for the past month, and it's been a little bit daunting, both in terms of shelf space and getting the money together to, to get some of these things, but I'm really back on the combiner train, and so we'll see where this goes. I would love to get my hands on the oversized, is it, no, it's not Zhujiang. Is it Kubian Bao? No. I don't remember which company's making it at the moment, but there's a fairly prominent third-party knockoff company that does like oversized stuff. They're doing an oversized version of Make Toys Guardia, and I love Make Toys Guardia and would love to get that at a larger size. So I'm hoping I can get my hands on all of them. The thing that's stopping me right now is on TF Direct, Axel, their version of Groove, has been sold out for a couple of weeks, and I'm really hoping they get more in stock because I really want to get this set, but I don't want to do it without a full set. So we'll see what happens. And you might also be able to notice the oversized Mastermind Creations Feral Rex back there. It's got the like the upgrades with the better hands, the claws, and all that. So I guess I'm not getting Power of the Primes Predicating anytime soon. And I do have the I think it's the Zhujiang Jet Commander, the oversized, slightly re-engineered and remolded, redecorated Combiner Wars Superion. That's actually in the mail as I'm recording this and should be showing up sometime next week, so at the very least there will be pictures of that going up. And then I get to try and figure out where to put it on this shelf, because there's not a lot of space back there. Anyway, that is enough rambling from me. Just wanted to give you all a quick update, and again to say thank you for everyone who helped in any way with what was going on with Ash. It really did mean a lot. So that's going to do it. You can look forward to more figure study and enhanced edition videos in the future. At least I hope you're looking forward to them. I suppose you wouldn't be here if you weren't. And I will see you next time. Hopefully I'll be back in front of the camera again with a little bit less of a time gap than it was this past time, but we'll see.
Yeah, this is a camera. Oh, what's that? Where'd you go? There you go. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, there you go. So all this kind of speaks for itself. Did you say that again? Oh, and he's off. He just went under the chair. Hey. Ooh. Yeah.